game number 1 here of our playoff finals. It's our first round, and we have Team Cat Green going up against Team Liquid Metal.
Absolutely. It's D-Shire. What a map.
So.
Oh wait, they got Dino now as well.
Yeah. So.
This is kind of Jova.
Team Liquid Metal have been playing sort of like a little bit of some of their roster as they come through, but they've had a couple of subs. But I think today finally they've assembled the Avengers almost. Yeah, Dino's come in, Captain Rex as well, Harkness. We're going to see what comes in. Obviously that Tracer ban instantly banned away here by Team Cat Green.
Only you could, like flip the sides sort of thing, isn't it? Something like that would be.
I don't. It turns out something's a little bit awry, as we do have lots of things happening.
So we got Dahaka being banned out. Obviously, if any of you have watched the X Cup series, you've seen, I think it was Jet, right? There's kind of been popping off on Dahaka.
Yeah. So Jet has definitely been doing a lot on Dahaka, a lot on Blaze. Has been a big, high contested pick in this tournament. Certainly.
Oh, they don't have the Zarya player either.
Reavers isn't here, yeah, but still getting banned out.
Yeah, they're just like, that's the kind of, you look at the team, not the players. But it's only because we've watched them.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think the Suspect does also play Zarya. I want to say, I can't quite remember.
I don't know. It's very suspect of you not remembering.
Yes. Oh, there's going to be predictions up very soon. We love predictions here.
Oh, we do. Wait, can you bet? You can, right?
I can't bet. It's my channel.
Yeah, but couldn't you do the Heroes Lounge trick?
Yeah, but if I was to bet as Heroes Lounge.
Yeah. I have 1,000 points. I need some back.
Look, there's a Rich 500. There's a Slater in the chat. I'm sure they'll be happy to predict against you. Yeah, we've got Varian and Zagara here picked up by the Team Liquid Metal. And yeah, as I said, Blaze for Jet. Jet has been playing a lot of that Blaze and often goes for the double soaks scenario here for them. Anduin and Genji now, that light bomb aggressive combination. I really like that from Team Cat Green. It's going to allow them to get into the faces of their enemy team.
Yeah, it's nice, obviously, into the Zagara, right? And it is Captain Rex so far hovering it, so I have to see how that's going to work out. Yeah. I'm not sure at the moment. I think my team's money is still going to be on red. I think it's all in red.
Johanna now banned out by the red team. They're trying to lock down the tanks being picked up. And Johanna's an odd one to ban, especially when you've already got the Varian. Varian usually sort of considered as really good play into that. Johanna obviously has a lot of aggression pre-10 and also as a way of dispelling the Iron Skin. So it must be that there's some sort of assassin that they don't want to be locked down by Johanna. Could be the blinds. It could be that there could be some sort of crazy Zul'jin, maybe the Greymane coming in as well. Or it's just they didn't want to deal with that Iron Skin early on.
Yeah, it could also be, they might try and go like a...
Oh, yeah. That's not what we're expecting. Game 1 of the Eggs Cup. We have an Abathur being picked up with a Rhaegar. They're holding out that last assassin pick. And obviously it's going to be something that's roaming that top. Offlane. Yeah, it's going to be that sort of top mid. It's going to be a high damage offlane kind of scenario. Could be a mouthfeel, maybe? I'm trying to think. What else is it going to be? This is a great draft to start off with, Aviator.
I mean, they could also Illadonga if they want to just go for fun memes and then Bloodlust.
Chow Chow responds with a Kerrigan.
Is this a twin Bliat Varian top lane?
Oh, it could be.
Are they going for full memes or are they going for actual? It's hard to tell, right? You don't know if they're going to play sort of meta or if they're actually just going to have some fun and run it down.
I mean, the blue team here is a very aggressive composition. They are really looking to push fast. It's going to be a Lili last pick here.
I'm guessing having some fun.
Okay, so I mean, this is the thing with the Eggs Cup, right? The prize is Eggs Cups for the first team, and there's nothing for the rest. So maybe these teams are just going, right, we're gonna try our best, but if we get knocked out, we get knocked out. We're having a good time. And here on the blue team, it is Team Cat Green with Suspect on Genji, HDJ Hard on the Muradin, Toki on Anduin, Chachao on the Kerrigan, and Blaze is played by Jet.
And for the red team, for Team Liquid Metal, we've got Rhaegar by Captain Rex, Dino on Lili, Varian played by Harkness, Zagara by Argus, and Abatha played by Valkonis, aka Cheezer.
So we have Rhaegar going for their wolf build here, looking for a lot of speed to rotate around the map maybe, especially with this Abatha who is going to be helping out. So they might be trying to play sort of very much rotating, seeing where they need to be and avoiding this Kerrigan most likely, as if this Kerrigan is able to find anything, they most likely is going to get a kill.
Yeah, I mean, Kerrigan early game obviously gives you that advantage, especially into a Varian level 4. But red team, you know, they're just going to essentially just turtle, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they
Can't
absolutely
really do much.
They can. They're going to be struggling. Rhaegar's here playing that top lane lead. He's having to support them. They've got a lot of individual power. That's quite the good thing, especially as this Varian might not be going taunt. They could go something else, but you know, Zagara by herself is absolutely a fine hero. Lili and Rhaegar, on the other hand, maybe possibly the weakest lane, and Jet probably isn't too worried about it.
Yeah, but it's the pressure of if you start losing that lane, you know you're going to be
It's a bit tilting.
called out. Yeah, you're going to be called out by your team and everything else as well.
I mean,
so
Jet's an
funny.
experienced offlaner, and the main thing about the offlane is to just, like, you don't have to win it, you just have to not lose it as best you can. And we're seeing now the 4-man take complete advantage of Jet holding 2 up in the top lane. But meanwhile, they have also gone for this engage. Jet here trying to find something. Rhaegar's falling lower and lower, but Harkness comes in to do a bit of peel. But Genji gets that Swift Strike, goes immediately back to the safe side of the team fight, and it's going to be first blood here in the tournament to Team Cat Green.
Yeah, I mean, Kerrigan got the jump over the wall, missed the combo, but they still get the kill. So it's just that aggressive plays that they can do right early game. So again, red team just playing a unusual comp for fun.
Yeah. I mean, this is what they should do, what they are able to do, and Harkness, even without level 4, is not going to get something. Dino able to interrupt here with those blinding winds, but Chachao is going to be able to pick up the Dragon Knight nice and early here, maybe get a bit of advantage against this Abatha composition that needs the time to really accelerate.
Yeah, I do like the fact that we've got Bite 1 by Rex, though. I wonder if we're going to get full Bite build.
Oh,
Big fan. Oh, the big bite on Genji has to get the pull out from Anduin there. Anduin? Yeah.
Yeah. It's early in the morning. We haven't done all of our vocal warm-ups with the diction, getting our mouth around these words, but blue team are now in a little bit of a retreat. Despite having this Dragon Knight, you know, they're having to just put a little bit of soft pressure wherever they can. Muradin's in the side, but scouted out by the Zagara creep. Does mean that Dino's just playing around the gate, knowing that they have to try and avoid Muradin's rotation. But Harkness equally is in a little bit of trouble. Stun comes out from Chachao. The heals over the wall from Dino. Jug after jug. But Harkness, are they going to be able to survive? Even with the Abatha hat, it's not quite enough as the blue team are able to shred through this red team's health bar.
I mean, Dino almost took down the Kerrigan there, pretty much. So I think at level 10s, I think this is going to be a really interesting map for the red team. I think blue team might be feeling a little bit overconfident right now, and come level 10, I think red team just turned up.
I mean, this is the thing, right? This is the whole thing with an ABBA composition. That level 10 really is the spike you're looking for. Varian, of course, is trying to be that level 4 spike to keep them going against this team. But if the blue team are able to keep the pressure on, if they are able to get a lot of the macro done, like take down these forts before that level 10 comes, then they're going to have a bit of an advantage. But I just don't quite seeing that happening just yet, as Kerrigan and Genji, they're very good at ganking, very good at finding the picks. But putting on pressure, not their expertise. The stun comes
Rex
out.
are getting stunned out in the top, and there's going to be the Swift Strike to take them down. They do have Mule though, but that Mule is unfortunately taken down immediately. Dino now being caught out by 4 people here on the blue team, but it doesn't matter. The taunt turnaround comes out onto the Muradin, but Muradin's able to just get out to safety.
Yeah, really nicely done here from both teams. And that rotation from Varian was essential. Lili doing a superb job dodging. But Varian's gone in actually on Toki here. They're all by themselves. Abathur Hat does come in, but they're putting on a lot of pressure. Varian, even with Taunt, does do a fair amount of damage. Still, they're going to have to sustain through the whole of the blue team right now. And it's just another route. It's another stun, and Captain Rex can't get there for any sort of heal. And now the blue team are just continually hunting the wolf.
Yeah, I think maybe when Kerrigan finds the combos, they might be able to get some kills as well. But at the moment, the combo's just not quite connecting. So warm-up game, isn't it? It's one of those first games of the day.
Look, many of us are used to playing Heroes of the Storm in the early hours of the evening, and the middle of the day is not when we all play. But that's the glory of the X Cup. It's allowed some teams to have a little bit more of a competitive experience where, you know, the high-level players who do play and those at all hours of the day, you have to pick up and try it out. And, you know, I'm liking it here from Team Cat Green, who are constantly on the edge of that sort of high-level play. Very good in the normal Heroes Lounge series, and we see them here stepping up with a level 10 advantage, 5 kills to 0, and they're now putting pressure on this middle fort.
Yeah, Taunt's going to come out, though, onto that Muradin again. Muradin does get the pull and jumps back in. I think that was a bit of a weird interaction where they probably tried pressing jump out, but the pull sort of changes their camera angle.
Everything gets queued up, and then the pull happens anyway. But, you know, we've got Haymaker actually here. Maybe to do a bit more displacement, maybe to find themselves and engage onto someone like that Anduin, that last little bit of... onto the Zagara even. Not Anduin's on their team. So they are going to be playing aggressive rather than just worrying about avataring up and trying to survive in these team fights.
Wait, it's Haymaker. I didn't actually even notice that. But they are going to go down for Captain Rex in the top lane again. But this is going to be the Self-Ancestral, so it's not going to be the Bloodlust, so it is going to be Ancestral. But Bunker comes down on the ground. Heartless now joins the fight. It's now a 3v2 in favor of the red team. Toki comes up. There's no pull available, but does get that Desperate Prayer off. But now Genji wants to go back in. Aggressively here. The stun lands onto Lili as well. Heartless goes back in. Doesn't have taunt available for another 5 seconds. It looks like the blue team were just able to get out as the clone was committed to as well.
Yeah, I mean, that was looking good for the red team. I felt like they'd used a lot of the rotation, the resources, but then using the Abathur clone, that's a real good win here for the Blues. They're going to be able to find themselves some more aggressive plays, like here in the bot lane. Argus in a little bit of trouble, able to use them more onto Muradin, but Chachao just has so much damage on this Kerrigan already.
Yeah, it's the annoying thing when you're playing into a Kerrigan. They're missing all their combos, but all they have to do is press Q and auto, and it kills you.
I mean, there's a lot of patience into Kerrigan, and yeah, you do have to play it well. And Chachao's doing a great job here. Jed in a little bit of trouble as Suspect joins the battle, but the red team are so sustaining. They're not going to be in trouble, but they're not really finding the kill pressure they need. And these rotations from the blue team, because it's taking so long to kill anyone, the blue team are able to rotate. They are able to find something.
I'm waiting for a big Haymaker play. We do have Water Dragon from Lili available as well, not being committed to yet. It is a 3v4, but now Argus coming up as well, so this is a 4v4 in favor of the red team here, as Abathur can join the fight as well. And the blue team, they are going to lose this wall, but there's going to be the light bomb going in onto Argus in the background. There's going to be the Unstoppable coming out, but it's not enough, and Zagara will go down as the Water Dragon denied by the bunker.
Yeah, really well played here by the blue team, finding that first kill. Now looking at Dino, but Dino sustaining a lot. Lili with an Abathur Hat is a lot of damage, and Genji has the Swift Strike away, almost gets caught by the minions. And this is now turned into a 3v2. Still, the sustained battle is there. The Ancestral Healing comes out onto that main DPS. Dino is still living. Rhaegar is down, but the blue team, they're just getting juggled around by the jugs of Lili. And finally, she does go down.
Yeah, red team definitely having some fun. Meanwhile, Kerrigan in the bot lane did complete that level 4 quest, so that's exactly what you want to do. You just want to make sure you get your Q quest completed as quickly as possible so you've got more damage for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and they did equally put a bit of pressure on this bottom forward. Mule has had to be used to try and get it up, but Xiaoxiao is going to keep going on there. Hang on, Harkness here with the rotation, with the Varian, gets the Taunt out immediately. Argus trying to follow up, but a little late on this Zagara. Not quite as speedy as they'd like, as Harkness still tries to sustain. Out comes a gorgeous Maw, only connects onto the Kerrigan, but blocks Harkness as well, and it is lights out for them.
Yeah, and now Genji diving past the fort here onto Argos, does have Swift Strike available as well, and that's just going to be an easily confirmed kill. Shingen OP.
Yeah, they can just get that single target damage really nicely on a big hero like Zagara. You know, she's not got a slim hitbox. It's no Tracer, no Li Ming. It is wide enough to connect those Shingans really easily as Genji tries to find it here onto the Rhaegar. Not quite getting the damage, but they have a level 16 advantage, Aviator.
Yeah, I mean, it's level 16 against 13, 11 kills to 0. Whoever put their points on red team looking a little bit grim now, unless red team can turn it around. Meanwhile, Harkness is just going in, right-clicking that Kerrigan.
They're trying to sustain, and I feel like it would work if they were even in levels, but they're not. They are 3 levels behind. They can't play as aggressively as I think they'd like. Out comes the Genji Light Bomb, connects onto all 3 available heroes. Captain Rex having to self-ancestral once again. X-Strike coming out on top of it all, but the kill isn't there. They can maybe fight under this core as Genji falls low, try to find that last little bit of damage.
Got a kill.
Lili also goes down on the other side as Xiaoxiao able to get the combo on Kerrigan, and it's just going to be 2 more on the deck here from the red team.
Okay, so the question is, do you think the red team now decides to play the game? Or are they going to have some fun again?
I mean, I was hoping this was going to be a lengthy back and forth series to make sure that we were getting the value.
Is there only one map?
No, it's a best of 3.
Oh.
But
yay!
GG, well played. Game number 1 goes over to Team Cat Green with their aggressive Kerrigan Genji composition. So there we go, AV. Team Cat Green take game number 1 in this best of 3. Game number 2 here in our Eggs Cup playoff finals, our first game here. Team Cat Green took game number 1 with a very aggressive composition. And Team Liquid Metal, well, they've got to have some decisions about what they want to draft, Aviator.
Yeah, definitely. It just depends, doesn't it? You can see on the as soon as they start drafting, you can either see if they want to play something a bit spicy, or if they're just going to say, right, we lost game 1, let's win game 2 convincingly, and then game 3 we'll have some fun again. It's going to depend. So
they've banned out Mephisto. Garrosh has been banned out this time as well. They don't want to have to play into Harkness doing that.
Didn't Harkness play on this team? On the blue team? No.
I think that's a different Harkness, but Harkness definitely has played for a Team Cat at some point.
He has, right? I'm pretty sure.
Not
trolling? I don't know.
I don't think you are. They play on Team Cat Blue, so that's why. So they do definitely play with Team Cats.
Oh, see, I was
a lot
right.
of the time. Yeah,
I've cast like 3 games of HOTS in the last month, and they've all been a bloody Team Cat game. So I don't know. It feels like this is the only team that I get to cast now.
Well,
we do get a first pick Blaze coming out on Tomb, so that's also a denial to Jet as well.
They definitely are, and this is one of those key things. Like, are you trying to focus down someone individually? Jet usually, as I was about to say, picks up that Hogger in response. So, yeah, I mean, that's going to be there. Hogger on this map, not always as effective as can be. Suspect picking up a Junkrat, that's a lot of control. There's still some danger heroes definitely available to be picked. And Team Liquid Metal, they're going to go for that Johanna and the Lucio that was banned out last game. You've not solved the issue, Aviator, because it swaps between scenes. I don't know why.
I know, but I've assigned it to a button now, so I'll just click the button.
Aviator, by the way, hates the way he looks one way. That's why
I hate the way I look, period. I hate the way I look a certain way the least, I meant. That's all.
He's a very handsome man, everybody, as we have Hanzo banned here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. And
wait, Red Team are drafting like normal.
They are drafting like normal. It could be that they don't want to feel
Tracer, maybe? Oh, we got
completely trodden over. Diablo getting banned out here as well. Trying to think what else we've seen from Hard. Obviously, Varian's still available if they want to go for that. Junkrat does help a lot with displacement. And it's trying to think about how you shut down that Lucio.
I mean, it's Rex on Lucio as well, so it's kind of really annoying to play into. Rex plays a mean Lucio. It's that like annoying mosquito buzzing around your face the whole time.
I mean, there's some phenomenal players on both teams here, and that is great to see here. We're getting Mei coming out. I'm not sure if that's in preparation for something else, or if we are looking at, or if that's just Hard playing Mei because they want to play Mei. Maybe it's a lot of control around this Junkrat. Hogger, of course, can help deal a lot of damage if they can get that rotation to the mid lane. And Xiao, of course, will be always thinking about that Kerrigan that they picked up last game, and this is another good Kerrigan map.
You know, I found a clip the other day on my channel. Someone sent it to me and was like, what's this? And it's me trying to say Chao's name. And I'm like, Chao, Shashu. And they've clipped it themselves.
I mean, it's French, so there's like the sh sound maybe in there, and you're like, oh, it's not ch, but I'm anglicizing it. I'm going to go with like...
Well, no, because in Welsh, CH is a letter for us, right?
Oh.
And it is going to be that Kerrigan.
It is. So there's the two compositions. The teams are available. You can get your predictions in now. Get those points
This is
suspended.
perfect because someone is going to turn up.
Someone's going to turn up. And we have Valor and Gul'dan to polish up. Game number 2 here on this Eggs Cup. And for the blue team, they are 1-0 up. It's Team Cat Green. Can they get to the next stage of this playoff? It's Suspect on Junkrat, Xiao on that Kerrigan, Jet on Hogger, Toki on Anduin, and HDJ Hard on Mei.
And for Team Liquid Metal, we've got Captain Rex on Lucio, Dino on the Valor, Gul'dan played by Argos, Harkness on Johanna, and Blaze played by Valar.
So we have auto attack Valor.
Je suis un baguette. Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted.
Aviator, professional as always here. As we
They
have
were typing in chat. You probably can't see it because you've got it muted. So I was just reading out their chat.
It sounded like you being a bit crazy. Yes, I did hide chat as we have a great engage here from Valar, trying to get the damage onto Hard as Hard falls lower and lower, has to ice skate away, but Suspect also fall low, and this splash damage from both Q-Build Gul'dan and the grenades of Dino, Scattershot is going to be pushing down on these teams as Xiao does indeed go down. First blood to the red team.
Yeah, so Kerrigan goes down. Red team already got a kill quicker than they did in the last game anyway. I mean, I think red team came to play this game, transparent. I think that's fair to say here.
They definitely did. Yeah, you know,
Except in the bot lane.
Valar's having a little bit of a tough time. You know, Jet is a very good off-lane player, and picking up this Hogger is probably something that they don't do very often, but they're very happy to do. Xiao coming in for the camp for the Blues, and the Reds equally doing their own.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they're going to do. So hard camp's being taken by both teams. Obviously with hard camp, you can either do it just for the first camp, you can try and push down the mid wall. If one team is on it, you can delay it a little bit or try and use it for some space as well. You know, create space, get that pain. But we do see both camps being committed to by the red team, so they do camp their mid camp, do cap their mid camp early.
Yeah.
I can't fucking, speak.
Hogger in a little bit of trouble bot lane as we have him spinning around, but the auto attacks of Lucio follow him to their demise.
Sure, I've only played Hogger once, and the spins are actually a little bit harder than you think. I'm just saying.
Guys, turns out Hero hard. Hero tricky to play, as we do have the red team rotating around. Dino here, back in the mid lane after capping that bottom siege camp. And yeah, it definitely feels like the red team are here to play. They are here for those egg cups. They are trying to get an engage onto Xiao, but a great pull from Toki keeps Kerrigan alive. Yeah, the red team looking strong. And as they rotate down now to the bot lane, Jet is once again clearing up that bot lane. In a 1v1, they are most happy But I guess it was the rotation of Valor and Lucio that was a bit too much for them, as Captain Rex, once again, far ahead on this. Lucio tries to get a little bit of damage, but is able to skate away here on their roller skates. Not the ice skates that Mei has.
The roller, is that homage to roller derbying?
No, it's just Lucio has roller skates.
Oh yeah.
As we do have Jet here in the bot lane, still pushing out, still winning slowly, but the gems turn-in is starting. Lucio gets some in the bot lane. Valor actually getting caught up by Xiaoxiao. We just missed that. Someone's busy looking at Lucio stationary. And that's going to be a kill for the red team, the blue team.
Blue team, yeah. But obviously they really need to target that Valor as well. Get rid of those stacks. Obviously that Gambit talent.
Yeah, that auto attack speed can be absolutely deadly, especially later on in the game. Valar in a little bit of trouble here in the bot as the blue teams look to put pressure in the top lane instead. They are getting their gems turned in. Hard still has 15 of their own, and it's going to be 12 apiece in total. But the rest of the red team are trying to get their pay. As we see an engage attempt here onto Dino. The root land from Toki as Xiaoxiao put the combo one way, Toki went the other, and it is going to be a dead Kerrigan in return as this red team really are enraged after Dino falling here in the top lane.
Oh, Hajahad could be in trouble here as well. Captain Max is trying to slow them down, and look at just how annoying he is with his roller skates transparent.
So annoying. They are just skating on by. In fact, they're skating so much that they have Accelerando on level 1 just to make sure that they are skating super fast around this map. Or trying to do something against Jet here, but the pays are happening. You know, we have 36 to 27 gems. It feels like a little bit of a race to that first pay-in. And of course, if the blue team get it, Gul'dan's going to defend well. If the red team get it, it's going to be on to Junkrat's shoulders to do as much as they can with their spread damage.
Yeah, Iron's going to be used by Johanna here already. Just going to make sure that they're not going to take too much unnecessary damage there in that mid lane. And yeah, you know, red team are able to secure the pay-in with Lucio topside.
Yeah, so blue team will now have to think how they want to separate this. How do they want to get their clearance? Obviously, Hog is going to be doing their best against Blaze, but in the main four-man, Kerrigan can do some. They're not bad, but they have to commit a lot of their resources to be able to do anything. And I think right now they are looking to try and pick up on Dino every single time. As they look and they get the combo over the wall. Out comes the Junkrat Boop as well, and Dino surely will fall hard in a little bit of trouble, but great engage here from the Blues.
Yeah, Dino, 3 deaths already. It's not usually like, but they do get a return kill onto Mei, and this is the thing. If the red team get any kills here, it's going to put a lot of pressure on those structures.
Yeah, of course, without Valor, they have got limited in actual sort of targeted structure damage. Gul'dan doing their best in their top lane, just clearing out the waves, making sure that pressure is taken off. Suspect is having to balance against them here as the Junkrat. Meanwhile, bot lane, Blaze and the Lucio are putting pressure against Jet, who has fallen to half HP. Captain Rex's auto attacks obviously do eventually add up. So with this, the rest of the red team have rotated down. Dino is here. Xiaoxiao on the flank trying to find something, but Harkness was there. Found it. Out comes the Blessed Shield. It's a great pull, avoiding the Horrify as well. The heals from Toki keep Xiaoxiao up. The Blaze has to use Bunker. Hogger spinning around, down to 200 HP as we have the Junkrat bomb knocking people away. Everyone is so low, and Xiaoxiao really wants to try and find something, and it's only going to be onto Blaze. The momentum has stopped a little bit, and so the red team are able to escape with only one member of their team going down. Blue team now look for their own turn in. Harkness here retreating from Mei, and they're 1 gem short, so the blue team can either take this time to try and just shove out those lanes, make sure they've got this Bruiser Camp. Meanwhile, the other side has got their Bruiser Camp too. The blue team just generally will be trying to play this a bit patiently. They know that Gul'dan's going to be very good at clearing out their waves. This Bruiser Camp did take a long time for the Blues, and Hogger might have to be careful here. Horrify up in just 20 seconds. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Dino and Harkness are positioning, getting ready to clear it out, trying to use their Bruiser Camp to defend as much as they can. Obviously, Kerrigan's spell damage reduced by all that spell armor from the red team. So, Dino here trying to clear out on top lane. The Mei really trying to use that snowball. And I think that's why they picked up this Mei, in case that Valor came out. It's another great combo here from Kerrigan though, but with the Horrify, with the Blessed Shield, they are able to negate what could have been disaster. Harkness, gets blown up by the Junkrat and does get taken down by Kerrigan. Blue team finding the momentum they need, trying to look for that next combo, but not quite able to. Captain Rex trying to disrupt, but yeah, Harkness being a bit too far forward here against what is a very punishing composition. Suspect able to blow up that bomb right in their face before they got interrupted. That is what Harkness was trying to do, but unfortunately it wasn't quite right. Red team tried to style it out with a Lili Abathur comp in game number 1. But here in game number 2, they are just getting bullied back. Xiao here, very confident on this Kerrigan. Lucio in a little bit of trouble. Out comes the Shockwave. They're landed on their Hogger, spinning around, trying to find that last bit of damage. But Blaze is going to be that last focus, able to get that jet propulsion away. And they live this time. Blue team getting another turn in here, as the red team are very far away. The blues have enough gems. Level 13 for both teams now. That's going to help out a little bit. Valor's going to have a bit more survivability, of course, with this Gloom talent. Having that spell armor, able to pop it up just in case they get engaged on by Kerrigan. Blessed Shield comes out onto Mei, and they try to commit, but they just don't have that sort of damage. It's not about the blow up for them. They're all about that slow engage. They've got Valor, they've got Gul'dan. They can put the pressure on. But every single time they try and find some sort of engage, the blue team are able to avoid it. Suspect here playing with fire, getting Rain of Vengeance, but ultimately able to leap away. Kerrigan at the bottom lane here with Jet, though, able to pick up another kill. And the red team feel the pressure. They know they're 3v4 in the top lane, but they just can't find anything. Dino here, though, able to maybe find onto Suspect. The Horrify doesn't quite connect, but Junkrat still goes down. Harkness sharking around. They have Blessed Shield in 20 seconds. Out comes the Ice Wall. There's not going to be any real time for follow-up. Kerrigan is on their way, but are they going to get here in time? The red team now on this rotation, now on the retreat. The combo doesn't quite connect onto that Valor, and out comes the stun from Jet instead. But the red team in full retreat. Still, they're trying their hardest. Harkness has Blessed Shield if they want it. They're down. They're gonna fall as we see red team's members just falling to the pressure of this blue team gank. And Valor, though, still goes down after being a little greedy, pushing forward. These two teams battling out for so long, and blue team do get their turn in. They've got bot lane and pushed out so far. And with now Hogger pushing out the mid lane, they are looking to take all of these forts and maybe look at a boss afterwards. Red team are falling behind this game, Aviator. Do they have an opportunity to come back?
Yeah, because they still have Horrify.
They still have Horrify, and it's, they've still got level 16 as well, which will help with Valor's damage. Valor still having...
Yeah, I think level 16 is big for them, right? So they're going to get... and 20s as well. I mean, at 20, Valor's going to be able to outrange them all entirely.
But will they get to 20? So, at this rate, they are falling behind.
They have so much wave clear.
Yeah, they should be able to stall out a little bit. Harkness pushing forward again, though, on this side lane.
Oh, Dino.
Dino in a lot of trouble. Has 15 spell armor, of course, but that's going to take away half of their HP. Red team. I was just seeing the chat.
I just had someone knock on the door. That's why I had to go and disappear. So I come back. Transparent immediately asked me a question. I'm like, yeah, I haven't even looked at the screen. I just put my headphones in and he caught me off guard. Okay, so sorry guys, we're back. Anyway, back to the game. 8 kills against 5, level 16 against 15. Are the red team going to stay to 20? Yes, Transparent, they are. Are they going to get level 16? Of course they are. They've got enough wave clear as well.
But they don't have enough gems. Oh, welcome everyone from the Dark Wolf.
Is that better?
Hope you enjoyed that series over there. As we do have, level 16s, they're at least going to get that for the red team. They don't have enough gems for a turn-in, and the blue team are only 6 away themselves. This is a real race for the next turn-in, and that could be a keep pressure for blues. And reds, it's just comeback.
Getting self-conscious.
It's okay. Jet here in a little bit of a precarious situation, but Dino equally pushing very far forward. Still, the Horrify comes out. Gul'dan trying to get Junkrat. Junkrat booping themselves to safety, but this is a great opportunity as Junkrat basically reduced to 0 HP, but quickly heals up thanks to Toki.
He gets a tap and a heal from Toki, and then it's back to full HP. Oh, but Valor misses the combo here, but so does Kerrigan, and now we're going to see The May going in here. The nice cleanse coming out from Captain Rex, making sure they're able to avoid. No, cleanse doesn't avoid the stasis. That was just a dodge stasis, but the combo's going to come through onto Cha-Chow. 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 Cha-Chow.
Yeah, the red team really pushing forward, trying to find their space. They're trying to get their gems turned in now as well, but Hogger is going to spin, definitely going to get one interrupt at least, and only 12 get turned. No, Blaze able to get some in the bot lane. Meanwhile, the Blues equally trying to get theirs, but Valar finds the engage onto Suspect. The Hungering Arrows follow. Are they going to take down Suspect? No, not quite, as Shao looks to get onto Lucio. Lucio also falls low, and Aviator, they're just falling so low right now, and Gul'dan is finally taken down.
Yeah, the fight was split. The engage happened, but the fight's not over yet as Kerrigan goes back in, misses the combo onto Dino here, but Hogger comes in, gets the stun, gets the kill. Meanwhile, Anduin does go down on the top side here, but now the May chasing them down. The nice cleanse from Rex, but is it going to be enough?
No.
Is the answer here. Combo connects as well. I think... Oh, we do still have Bunker.
Do have Bunker. Valar trying to escape here. The Ice Wall comes out perfectly here, interrupting any sign of Blaze's retreat. Good body blocking as well. Means that they also go down.
To answer your question, I don't think they're getting 20.
Yeah, Shao here looking for the combo on Rex, but doesn't quite have everything they want. Ooh, and this is the Captain Rex Lucio we know and love. But all of
Rex
these waves...
almost absolutely styling on him there.
It would have been good, but I don't. The keep wasn't quite yet targeting them because they hadn't been hit, right? So Captain Rex needed to let them be hit. Oh no, they used their.
No, they did. It was the stasis.
Yeah,
Chrysalis.
It's
okay, transparent.
Blue team
From
getting
a player. That's more than I expected.
As we do have the waves crashing down here from the blue team. Obviously, a lot of pressure has gone onto these structures just through the minion waves. Gul'dan's going to have their work cut out. Level 20 is around the corner for the Blues, but not yet in sight for the red team. It's going to be so hard.
The red team, they win one team fight. The catch-up XP is going to net them 20 pretty much.
Well, I mean, it feels very tough. It's only a one-level lead right now, so perhaps this is the opportunity they need to find. But there's so much pressure happening in all the lanes that they can't be together. They're going to have to lose and sacrifice at least some keeps if they don't want to lose the game. Harkness here, very much inside the enemy team, trying to just slow them down, trying to keep them from engaging onto their Gul'dan and Lucio. Captain Rex trying to make sure they're about as the Blessed Shield comes out, but it just isn't followed up on. There's just no opportunity here. Blaze joining the fray, though, means that they can look for something. They've cleared out the Web Weavers, not lost any keeps, and that is an absolute win here for the red team.
Yeah, but 20's in, which means boss is going to be taken.
I mean, that's putting pressure on the top lane.
Red team, are they going to get the pay, or are they just accepting the fact that boss is going to be taken, we can just defend it?
They don't have the worst boss defense team in the world, right? They have Valar, who is very good at boss defense. They've got Gul'dan, who can easily push away people who are trying to follow up with that boss. And on the side of the blue team, they have Junkrat and Kerrigan. It's not going to be a great amount of pressure on the structures either way. So I think
there's a lot of... But at 20, you've got Blink from Kerrigan, right? But so the Blink suddenly becomes lethal, purely because you can blink onto the Lucio, blink onto the Gul'dan, and just get that blow up one shot before they can react. That's the only... And the boot from Junkrat, you've still got to position yourself correctly.
Yeah, May also has...
Sorry, go on.
May also has that extra shield talent to keep themselves alive, as we have blue team now looking at this push, AV.
Yeah, so we do get the spiders coming down for the red team, so they do get the web weavers coming through. Now, the question, the stasis is going to come out, going to be dodged by Dino there nicely. Now, the red team, they don't have 20. Are they just going to play this safe and trying to get the defense? This is 20 Riptire, so it is going to do... Ooh. No,
the blue team not even thinking about following up. They have this level 20 advantage, but Riptide was used there. It's a 40-second cooldown. Maybe they're looking for that engage in 40 seconds time, but I think they might lose their level 20 advantage.
Oh, now the game comes alive. Okay, now we're cooking.
I mean, this is the thing, right? Red team need to soak. Top lane is basically the only minions they can soak safely right now. Is that going to be enough to get them to level 20? We'll wait and see. They're getting
if I'm Valar here, I'm screaming at my team. If you get caught out, I'm alt F4.
Yeah, Harkness is in a little bit of trouble, but is able to get away. They've got a Lucio. They've got Johanna. If they really want, they can get away, I think. Blaze might be in a little bit of trouble, but if they're in an individual and they get caught, yeah, they're most likely dead. But level 20 is so close to being here.
Here we go. It's like the UFC intro. Here we go. We do have level 20. So there's immediately the upgraded Blessed Shield, the Horrify, the Cleanse from Rex, the range from Valor. That's going to be the big the big thing here, I think.
Yeah, equally this upgraded Blasted Shield means that catching one target will turn into two and absolutely can allow for that positioning to get that Gul'dan Horrify. Red team are trying to get that bottom fort. They do manage to get it. Meanwhile, Harkness is sharking around, looking for some sort of engage. Blue team don't have any, like, neither team have enough gems to do anything. This is very much the stalemate position. Obviously, red team have the option that they could lose the game if they get completely wiped, seeing as they have no...
I think for either team
keeps.
now, though, if it's a full team wipe, I think either team loses. Red team can just end through bot. Oh, Harkness wanted to go for that Blessed Shield, but obviously no sight of Anduin means the pull would have been out. So it's the problem now. Anduin's just going to play super safe. Oh, well, needs to anyway. Just play super far back, not get caught by the Blessed Shield, and the blue team should win the team fight, really.
Yeah, hard looks for the Ice Wall. Doesn't manage to connect. Dino and Captain Rexar, though, are positioned out there. This is a 4 versus 5. They're looking a little bit in trouble. Out comes the Riptile. Out comes the Kerrigan combo. Lucio in a lot of trouble. Valar here has to tank the brunt of the damage. Able to do it with the bunker. Great usage here. And with 50 armor as they come out, they are more than alive. Superbly done by the red team to avoid that team fight.
I don't know how no one died there on the red team. Like, Rex, you know, they dodged out on the Kerrigan combo. Kerrigan still has enough damage with the ultimate, with the, you know, the two-man stun. But Rex able to get the cleanse off at the last second and just dash out, and Dino with a brilliant Rain of Vengeance there to stop them advancing. So, but you know, it's red team's turn to win this fight now, I think. I'm just going to be used, though, on Johanna. Jet spinning away. We do have 4 members, as Blaze is showing on the bot side as well. This is a problem for the red team. They're going to have constant catapult pressure, or 1 catapult every 3 waves, or whatever it is, in the bot lane.
I mean, it's evened up. The bot lane is completely even.
It is. It just feels like it's always pushing into the reds.
Top lane is a constant catapult barrage. We have 7 more gems needed for the red team. Blue team, a similar amount, just a little bit behind. As we do have these teams trying to just find what sort of engage they can have. Mei gets Blessed Shield, but nothing happens of it. Of course, Toki with that pull from Anduin is just such a good safety tool. And if anybody, any single target is in danger of a Blessed Shield into a Horrify, completely negated by Toki.
Yeah, very much so. Dino just being a little bit cautious. Doesn't want to get caught. So far, you know, the red team, they played a really good job at dodging the ice wall from Mei, dodging that stasis. Junkrat in the bot side, though, does have a boop to like half a screen, to a full screen away.
Yeah, they're trying to make sure that they're keeping that pressure going, right? Because, you know, eventually the red team have to split. They are losing this macro no matter how you call it. They're a 4 and a keep down in the top lane. Everywhere else is even, but if the Junkrat can push that pressure out, then something can happen. Harkness looking 5 seconds until that Blessed Shield, but Gul'dan is not in a position to follow up. They are looking to go and get those gems turned in. Dino has 26 with Argus' 7. That is going to be enough for a Webweaver phase, and that's going to be the momentum possible for Harkness. Red team get it, but with a siege camp pushing in the bot lane, they might have to prioritize their resources elsewhere.
Junkrat is just so annoying with that pseudo global, right? It's just when played correctly, it feels like Junkrat is soaking all 3 lanes at once.
I think, you know, macro play is beautiful to watch in Heroes of the Storm, and it's great to see this as we have a 5-man rotation here. Chashao tries to find something, but doesn't manage to connect. There's so many heroics used right now, but it's going to be a great ice wall. Blue team are falling low. Hogger goes down. Chashao also falling low. This is a 4 versus 5 that the red team are winning.
Yeah, the cleanse coming through, making sure they're able to dodge out on that. And, you know, it wasn't a full Riptide stone. And immediately, Valar's going to find the stun onto Junkrat, and that's going to be 2 members down now for Team
Cat Green. As
green.
We do
I was going to say blue.
I mean, they're in the blue.
Oh,
the blue right now.
They have the speed. There's going to be the stuns coming through. Do they have enough? The pull's going to come out from Toki, and Mei is going to survive here.
Oh.
So Kerrigan blinking in aggressively, misses the combo, gets the light bomb, but a brilliant Blessed Shield, brilliant Horrify engage then as well. Follow up, rather.
And look at this pressure, Aviator. The pressure in the mid lane. They are looking to try and open this up and get even in this series.
Yeah, I mean, red team's just going to right-click core here. The momentum's with them. They want this game to be ended over. They want to go into game Oh my god, we got another
3.
game, haven't we?
Yeah, the Junkrat is the linchpin for defense, but it's a great combo. Kerrigan looking for something, but the Bless Shield once again stopping everything. But May goes down as well. Lucio, the shields are falling. Hogger is back. Junkrat in just 7 seconds. Can the blue team defend this with a Web Weaver phase and a huge minion wave? It looks unlikely as a big stun comes out. Hogger goes down. It's GG, well played, and game number 2 goes over to the side of Team Liquid Metal.
Told you it was winnable at 20. 20 winnable. That's all I'm saying. Oh, called it. Oh, I did.
Well, those points
And you said, will they even get to 20? I mean, look at Harkness's damage, by the way. 73k on Johanna. Johanna just...
Game number 3 here for our best of 3 first game in our Eggs Cup Movember playoffs. And we have Team Cat Green going up against Team Liquid Metal. And this is going to be a nail-biter. That last game was a tough one, a clincher here for Team Liquid Metal. But have they finally warmed up? Is it time for them to shine?
I mean, it just depends, isn't it? But I'm actually surprised how close game 2 was, not going to lie.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, game 1, they tried something. Didn't work. Team Cat Green, though.
They've tried something.
They've got consistent gameplay. They've been pulling out their Kerrigan as well a lot. And I think in that Tomb of the Spider Queen game, they just couldn't quite close it out, obviously.
I mean, so the annoying thing is, right, for playing Kerrigan into Lucio is the combos change because Lucio's speed. So what you're used to, like where you pull them into combo or where you predict they're going to move, the speed changes the outcome of it, unfortunately. It's actually really toxic to play into. I hate playing Kerrigan into Lucio. It's probably the second hero I hate playing into the most.
Anduin gets banned out here after Toki was doing some phenomenal saves on it in that game number 2, really stopping any sort of momentum that Team Liquid Metal tried to have at points in the game.
So, Tracer and Garrosh being banned out, consistent bans from the blue team, but we are going to get a first pick Liming. Now, this is something that the red team like to play on this map as well, from memory of the Eggs Cup.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a generally good pick on this map. I think you have to be careful about a Diablo being picked against you. Obviously, with that Soul Shield can be very impactful here on this map. Blocking Liming's orbs a lot, but Liming is good at just poking down the Immortal when they can. But Hanzo has been left open for Dino to pick up. And so
it's Lucio for Rex.
Yeah, we saw the impact.
That's the biggie. Just annoying. And also, we've got a Dino hero. It could swap it out as well. You know, also banning the Anduin means that they may not commit to it. You know, like Genji or something like that.
Hogger
without
here.
That light bomb engage.
Oh, it's going to be the Varian for hard. We spoke about this previously. And obviously that taunt, you know, can just be good to lock down onto the Lucio if they can get there. If they can get there. But Captain Rex is going to be good enough Lucio to be able to get themselves away.
For sure. It just depends. You know, the taunt's going to catch someone, isn't it? That's the main thing. It's just, are they going to have enough damage immediately there? But they are going to ban out the Rhaegar as well. So I think Toki might play Stukov here.
Yeah, especially with, you know, Liming, Varian looking like very much blow up. Is there a question of a Medivh for Team Liquid Metal to stop this blow up?
They could actually play Medivh.
It's a definite potential ban here if they want to avoid something. They may well be just going for some sort of tank ban, and it's going to be that Diablo that we talked about earlier. But I think, you know, it's very much looking like it's going to be a single target blow-up composition. We're going to see the tank and the offlaner most likely picked here by Team Liquid Metal, allowing for a Medivh flex at the end, should Team Cat Green all in on a single target.
Look at you cooking a draft. I'm pretty impressed.
Well,
it would actually work here.
I've actually been playing a little bit of in-houses last night. So
Did you actually play? What did you? I'm checking your score.
I played 2 and I won 2, so I'm 100%.
Yo.
Mal'Ganis and Sonya, and this is Medivh possible. Sonya's got a lot of damage to bring. She's got a lot of CC to bring. Mal'Ganis as well is a Harkness special, and with a little protect, they can last a little bit longer in those fights that they have to sustain. Out comes that Stukov, just like you called Aviator. That's going to put a little bit of a stop to Mal'Ganis and Sonya generally. And with Xiaoxiao, we know they like to play some high damage things. It could be a Maiev, but they're going to go for a Sylvanas. Is this all in enough to have a quick shield?
Yeah, because this is just going to be torn into mind control, right? So, yeah.
It's gonna be odd though. This is the question: do they even play it? I don't know that they play it. I don't know that they have a player who plays it. Thank you everybody who has been following. By the way, it's phenomenal. I think I've had like 60 followers this month, and it's superb.
Follower goal match 560. That was Alarak.
Ooh, Alarak.
I kind of like the Medivh more though. Do you know what? I did like Medivh on BB, as Lucas says, it's kind of meh. Like the hero itself, but it does stop the entire composition, so maybe it's fine.
Yeah, Alarak's obviously like the counter of it. You're not playing for sustain, you're playing for aggression, and it means that into Varian in that 0 to 4 level points, you're going to be pushing hard against them. Game number 3 here on Battlefield of Eternity. Here for the blue team, we have Toki playing Stukov, HDJ Hard on the Varian, Suspect on Li Ming, Xiaoxiao on the Sylvanas, and Jet playing Hogger. And on the red team, we do have Team Liquid Metal with Argus on Sonya, Captain Rex on Lucio, Dino on Hanzo, Valthonis on that Alarak, and Harkness here on the Mal'Ganis. And we did have a little thought about Medivh in this game, but red team have been struggling to get their claws in early on, even when they had Varian on their team. Had a little bit of a struggle. This time, Varian is on the side of the blue team. And Alarak's a superb hero for punishing even pre-4. Mal'Ganis as well has been played a lot by Harkness, but into the Stukov, they might find a little bit of their mobility neutered. A few of their abilities might be rejected. This is a 3 versus 4 in the bot lane, which can only mean there's a 2v1 in the top as Suspect and Jet are trying to put pressure onto Sonya. Look at all the damage they're doing here, getting almost a full tower early on. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Hanzo doesn't quite have the same structure damage as Li Ming and Hogger. It's a tickle, but it's not quite just Li Ming orbs. Because Li Ming's missiles do have reduced damage against structures to prevent this sort of play. But yeah, it's definitely already a big siege battle, a race happening. Harkness falls low. Hard, of course, doesn't have level 4. It's going to be a little bit of trouble. Valthon is trying to just get themselves those E-stacks. Oh, it's a good sleep. It's going to keep Valthos alive for a little while. Xiaoxiao falls! First blood to Team Liquid Metal in this 4v3 battle. And as we have Hard also positioning a bit far forward here. They don't have 4. Alarak gets eliminated by Li Ming and the Stukov. That damage from low blow level 1 just starts to add up, but it's a quick kill in return onto Varian. These two teams are so evenly matched, it feels like. Team Cat are well practiced, they're well versed, they know each other's hero pools, they know how to play. Toki is on this point trusting that they'll have some sort of damage. Harkness might be able to go down. Li Ming might be able to get a reset, but there's barely any mana. They are finding so much over this siege camp. Captain Rex falls to just 100 HP, and with that it's going to be another set of 3 kills, and Valthonis was only able to pick up 2 of those sadism stacks. So red team practically getting a full wipe here in the bot lane. 5 kills to 1. A little bit of a back foot here for the blue team. We've seen the blue team take really good aggression early game. Seems to be that this time they've had a bit of a shock. And as we have Jet here clearing out the wave. Bruiser Camp is focused. As is the red team, they're timing it with this wave up in the top lane. Maybe a little bit late for both teams, but it's enough to make sure that they'll have the pressure. Red team, though, going for that invade. They have had this aggression early on. We see this Mal'Ganis play every time from Harkness. They are just walking onto that enemy team, trying to zone out. And you'll see Mal'Ganis play a lot in bushes. It's where they do best from, surprising the team with the speed that they come at them. But Harkness goes in, finds something, gets a good sleep after stunning. They're looking for the stun on Li Ming. Li Ming gets stunned by the Immortal. It's just Lucio and Mal'Ganis, but they're enough to scare away them and win this initial race. Hanzo, of course, has those serrated arrowheads trying to get through there as much as they can. Meanwhile, the blue team, they don't quite have race, but they have the poke. And that means that in these 1v1 battles, it does go over to the red team, who, in fact, still have a camp pushing in that top lane. Harkness, though, finds Hard. Hard gets the combo from Alric, not Shashao, who I think is grateful for that, but still, oh, it's so much control, and they are able to get a good kill against Varian. Red team just looking on fire. Immortal comes down to the top lane. They're going to try and open this up, but it seems like Red team have had enough. They are looking to put the pressure. Start to show who they really are, what this really means for them. They want these egg cups. It's a long way to go today. With another 4 best of 3s tonight. Today, this afternoon. And we see blue team having to play patiently, even with this Varian, Stukov, Li Ming composition. They just can't quite find the opportunity. Sometimes playing a level down, it's enough of a difference. The enemy have 4% HP more. They have 4% damage more, as we do see Alarak falling quite low. Oh, Valthine is trying to dodge around, but it's going to be a big silence, but still they get the kill onto the Alarak. The blue team pushing forward, trying to find something more. Argus and going on to HJ Hard, they are able to find it. The slams just adding up, and Jet here on the flank. It's surely going to be another kill. Blue team able to find 2, where the Reds found 1. So, red team now backed away. Blue team here in the bot lane will be finding themselves a little bit of a soak, but it's just a moment of respite. They lost a whole fort in that top lane. But they've lost their XP advantage, the red team. Now, looking around this bot lane, Harkness coming for the flank. Hard knows about it. Out comes the taunt instantly on there, but Harkness still has 2 charges, able to get a good stun, able to get that sleep, and Toki in the wrong position as Shashao is also going to go down to the ferocity of this red team. The Reds playing so much better when they are grouped together in a pack. The Blues have to be separated. They have to let Hard be that front line while the rest of them play further back. We do have the Calamity. Not unusual for Li Ming, of course, but we do sometimes see Seeker on this map. Not always often. And of course, into the heavy melee, like I was just saying, of the red team. Definitely makes a lot of sense to get that Calamity. And Jet might be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, the interrupt's coming before they're able to get that spin off, and it's just a wombo combo. The red team pulling it out of the bags. Phenomenal work here from them. That's going to get them a quick advantage. They have that level 10, of course. They did use Leap and Dragon's Arrow, which does mean that they're not at full level 10 power, per se. Dark Conversion, of course, for Harkness. And we have Hard in a little bit of trouble. Aviator, the blue team going to make it to level 20 in this game.
Oh, but the Lucio just gets absolutely annihilated by the combo, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade in favor of the red team, really. Or would you say that's the blue team favor? They do lose their tank, but they still have their heal. But meanwhile, Argus has just been spinning on top of this Immortal, so the Immortal will go over to the red team.
So blue team have been doing a phenomenal job of coming back into the game, but definitely the red team every time are making sure they're trying to get some sort of distance. It's going to be hard to say, but with this red team getting the Immortal once again, it's going to be another fort down. And what would be widely regarded as the early game composition has just been falling behind.
Yeah, it's definitely, forward December. We are going to see the engage coming through. Jet getting leapt, getting comboed by the Hanzo again, and is going to go down. Jet just getting picked off and picked off and picked off.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel quite safe on a Hogger, but when the fort's gone, a lot of your safety is also depleted. And although this gank in the top lane has allowed the blue team to get a little bit of damage on that Immortal, it's still definitely extending the lead of the red team.
Absolutely. The red team are just marching down this bottom lane now. And Sonya pushing down, but the silence comes through. The taunt's going to come out as well, but the cleanse immediately there from Captain Rex. And Harkness is going to be just fine. And also it's Dark Conversion as well, as you said.
Harkness loves
I do like a Dark Conversion. It's like my favorite job. The 20 is so much fun. Do you can actually one-shot someone as well with Greymane Bullet and Dark Conversion.
Very
You can
handy.
bullet them and Dark Conversion them at the same time when they die.
I assume you have to do conversion first. Hard here, trying to find
you can do it at the
something.
same
Darkness
time.
in a little bit of trouble. Out comes the cleanse, though. Going to keep them alive as they look for the dark conversion, but they don't manage to find it. A great silence, but it's a huge leap. Sylvanas goes down. Sonya spins as the silence from Valthonis is great. A great counter-strike as well. Negating all the damage of Li Ming, and it's just one after the other. The red team are ferocious.
Yeah, the red team, they might lose their tank, but they don't care. But now we're going to see Li Ming going down, Varian going to go down as well, and it's going to be a staggered but 5-man team wipe in favor of Team Liquid Metal, and Harkness is already back.
I think the blue team had the right idea there, though, Aviator. They needed to find a kill essentially.
Absolutely.
But I think they needed to wait a few more seconds, potentially for Taunt to come back up. If Li Ming could make space, keep the distance between them, wait for that Taunt to come up, they could have found another kill. However, they weren't lucky enough, and now they are behind once again.
I think the issue there was it's like that tunnel vision kill, isn't it? It's like get the kill. Okay, we got it, and then it's like we're all grouped. 4-man leap comes through. Then you've got the Hanzo damage as well. You've got Alarak damage, and it's just, too much.
Yeah, 5 kills to 17 here, and it is just the fact that the damage on the red team is able to shred through, whereas blue team have one combo, and that is it. That's what it feels like right now. Still, Li Ming, there's always a chance, right? There's always a chance.
It's like the Gul'dan thing, but we're gonna get the leap coming through onto Jet, but this time Jet was ready. Hanzo arrow whiffing by, but Jet still falls extremely low to that Alarak combo as well.
Stukov having to use their D here to keep them alive. And with Taunt up in just 2 seconds, they may try and find something, but Lucio able to heal them up quite well. Still not level 16 yet, so that healing hasn't been increased to any sort of degree.
Yeah, meanwhile, top lane pressure is coming down as well, but we're going to see the stun coming through from Jet, but it's going to be interrupted actually by the Captain Rex boop. The cleanse comes through as well. The silence comes out onto Jet. Jet falling extremely low, tries to spin out, but does go down. Taunt, meanwhile, going on to Argus in that bottom side, but it looks like it's just going to be a 1-for-nothing trade in favor of Team Liquid Metal.
Suspect in a little bit of trouble, not quite finding the accuracy of their orbs and missiles that they'd like. And yeah, it was a good commit from the blue team, but they just, with this level difference, they just can't find that last bit of damage that they want. We talked about this in the previous game. Sometimes when you're fighting from behind, those kills just start to escape you, and especially when Li Ming relies so much on getting the first initial kill to be able to make some sort of play afterwards, it becomes very, very tough to come back.
I mean, it's 18 kills against 5. It's a little bit of a bloodbath. We're going to have a random pop attempt. I like the attempt, though.
Yeah, it's gone over to Africa as we now have level 16 for the red team.
If you open your window, transparent is coming by, isn't it? Wasn't that the meme that they used to say? Open your window, bro! There's the arrow!
As we have Harkness a little bit far forward, the Taunt comes out, the silence is underneath, and this is a great opportunity, and the blue team do find it. It's a big shield immortal. Xiaoxiao in a lot of trouble. Without a cleanse on the blue team, they are going to go down, and it's 1-for-1, but I think the blue team will take it if they can get Hard out. Jet equally in a little bit of trouble, but Hard, without the Protector level 10, they are just a little too squishy into this team. Toki's going to get stunned by the immortal, and the red team are just putting pressure after pressure, even after losing Harkus.
Yeah, the red team, they just look like Harkness, you're the bait, okay? That's their comms. Harkness goes in, eats everything, all the ultimates, and the red team just turn around and get that. And look at Rex, just styling.
Yeah, blue team after red team after, quite frankly, a shabby game number 1. I'm going to call them out for it. They are here now showing up in full respect. 6 kills to 22. The Immortals on the core. They are thinking about it. They're not committing, but it's definitely on their mind, Aviator.
I mean, look at the damage. Hanzo hits a full scatter with that Giant Slayer, and even Sylvanas falls to... Argus misses the leap, but gets a spear onto Suspect, but this could be the kill that they need here, the blue team. No. Meanwhile, do you know what's funny about Harkness, right? He dies immediately at the start of that fight, respawns, comes all the way here as his team's retreating.
Well, it's best to be there a little bit. Valthonis takes a combo from Suspect. Captain X says, I don't mind if I do. I'll come back right into your face. Level 16 is around the corner here for the blue team. Is that going to give them anything that is the tools for them to win this game?
16?
It's a bit more damage from Li Ming potentially with Mirror Ball. Sylvanas, you just set sort of escape tools. Stukov doesn't really add anything on top of there. There's going to at least be the Banner of Dalaran to think about, which is a 20% damage increase pretty much across the board. Perhaps that's going to be enough for them to get in here.
Sylvanas Unstoppable might help as well, right? Because Sylvanas keeps getting, needs that extra Unstoppable coming through. But Jet's going to find the combo. It's going to land onto Dino, but Dino's able to just sort of stay on the...
What is this? Press R at anything day? As we see Varian now walking forward. They have another taunt. It's going to be a silence underneath Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis does go down, but the leap once again is huge. It's only onto the front line now who will be able to sustain through it. Hogger spins into an unfortunate scenario. Xiaoxiao has to use the Will of Forsaken to get away. 1-for-1 here. Hogger for a Mal'Ganis. I think the blue team take it.
Yeah, the blue team definitely take that one. Again, though, it's just Harkness your debate, and then Argas can just use him as the engage. it's so coordinated.
If only...
Like, oh, my tank dies, time to engage.
I mean, this is the power of Stukov, right? Because any other healer, you know, Harkness would be using their Dark Conversion. They could have even used their other heroic if they want to survive even more. But the Argus in a lot of trouble. Suspect trying to find that kill, 700 HP, but Sonya does go down, and the blue team finally get their claws into this game. Or Valthonis tries to find something, looking for Toki, but not quite getting that last bit.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit dodgy now here. Oh, the signs come through. And that's going to be Alarak Sadism down. Oh, Li Ming. Yeah, I was just waiting for it. Dino connects the R, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, Li Ming didn't have enough damage, but that is a triple kill of the Aegis here. 11 kills to 23, but it don't matter when you're level 18, as the blue team finally have a bit of an opening to make some noise here in this game number 3.
I can hear a Luca quote. If the blue team had lost the keep, this is where Luca would go, I heard a wise man once say that theory only starts when you lose both keeps.
I think we've all said that. It's a great thing from Team Dignus's snitch.
No, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was Snitch or Bakery.
I thought it was Fnatic. No, I thought it was a.
I remember a Falstad being back, and who knows? Someone in the chat will remember. As we do have the blue team starting to take something here. The Immortal will be going their way, and it will be potentially pushing bot lane now with the damage being done in the top. But it's going to be at least an Immortal. Level 20's a little far away for both teams. Can the red team make it? Can they get the retreat?
It was Snitch. Okay, god damn it.
Of course, Team Dignus's Poik was actually a previous winner of the X Cup. There's a great claim to fame here. Xiaoxiao in a little bit of trouble, hard as well.
He was actually, in fact, the winner. You're right.
It's not a meme. Blue team here is so scared. Even with this Immortal, Harkness just does a lot of danger. But Hart comes out with a taunt, but it's not quite followed up this time. And Jet is on the flank. Jet has been in danger every single time. Out comes the leap. Can they survive? No. The swipes keeps them up. Toki able to do the healing, doing everything they have to. High fives keeping Hanzo alive from the taunts potentially. And the blue team, after the engage has been done by the Reds, living still means that they have an opportunity to take a keep.
Losable for red team. Did you get a nice sleep here? Oh, huge Alarak damage there. Gets the quest completed as well. Misses the combo. Unfortunately, there's the claims coming through from Lucio. They're keeping them alive. Argus now gets the spear in. Falls extremely low, though. They don't want to give a Li Ming a reset here as Sylvanas tries to get the kill. Harkness is looking for that dark conversion here. Needs to be a little bit careful. Alarak, though.
Charging up the deadly charge. Of course, level 20's here for the red team. High five upgrade. Ignore pain. The sleep, the isolating sleep for Mal'Ganis, and that additional stun here for Hanzo, which could be that little missing thing that they had just at the start of that team fight.
That's what they would have killed Hogger with there, for sure.
It's level 20s, though, are now here for them. They've got an upgraded thing. Oh, out comes the stun instantly onto Hogger, and Hogger has no sense of survival here. Harkness as well, isolating out hard falling low. Alarak comes in with that deadly charge, but it's a fantastic swipe from Toki as Varian also goes down. Silence underneath Valthanis, trying to find something. Dino easily falls down. Suspect's going to have to make something special, but they aren't. They go down. Stukov as well. The red team have found their win condition, and they will be going through to the next round of the X Cup.
What a game, though. Honestly, blue team, they gave us a bit of a game at the end.
They did indeed. I think, it looks so good, but ultimately those level 20 talents and the fact that the blue team were in all-out retreat just meant that the red team could find the pickoffs they needed. Really well done here by Team Liquid Metal. They'll be going through to the next round against Please Buff Illidan. GG,
Wait,
well
Norway
played.
lost? Oh, who'd have thought it? Not me. They had former GM number 1 Rennie the Eric.
Well, here are the stats in this game. We'll be awarding those points very soon as well. So she's... Oh, and a lot of people were predicting Team Cat Green, so whoever bet red feel good about themselves.
Oh, that was me. Oh, 860. Nice. I just wanted to apologise to you, Transparent, there, because I left you alone for a couple of moments there. Unfortunately, I get my shopping on a Saturday morning, and living in the middle of nowhere, it's
Aviator, it was
timing.
seamless. Nobody noticed you were gone. It's fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did they not? That's sad.
Nobody, I'm sure. It's all fine. Yes, here's the stats. Here's the